Hey, 1060. How are my awesomes doing out there in WRT 1060 land? Good to see you. Again, thank you for your patience. I hope that you've had an opportunity to watch the welcome, introduction, and course update video. In this video, as promised, too, I'm going to keep it under 5 minutes. I'm going to talk about weeks 1 and 2 and just kind of discuss with you a little bit about the changes that I've made briefly. Not too much, right? So we've still got the instead of making everything due this Sunday, I've given you, as you may recall, till next Sunday, right? So that includes getting the writing prompt done and the weeks 1 and 2 discussion forum. And of course, we're going to be talking about rhetoric. We're going to start talking about the Project One collaborative research proposal. And part of the introducing ourselves and stuff like that we're going to talk about later is hopefully to also garner shared interest. Because this course, just FYI, or as a friendly reminder, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the welcome video or not, is about group work. It's about teamwork. It's about collaboration. So within the first couple of 3 weeks or so, as we start to get into thinking about what we want to write about, what our project is, right, things that we're interested in, then we're gonna have a discussion forum where we're going to team up into groups of 4, 5, 6, or whatever, and then we're going to work on collaborating together to research, write, and produce some strong material. And it's going to really give us an opportunity to hone and sharpen those skills. And we'll talk more about that as we get closer. But for now, so you can go to just note that it's instead of week 1, it's now weeks 1 and 2, right? So it's 10 days. So it's weird that we kind of start on this odd day in the week. So I just decided to combine them, take advantage of that since we're the boss. Okay. So the first 10 days or so, recognize the framework of the course, kind of get used to how I post the videos, where you can find the videos on the module page. Also, a part and parcel of that is to understand the format of how we're going to kind of progress through the course, not only assignment wise, but also how I post things on Moodle, what the Moodle pages look like when things are due, etc. And hopefully, we'll kind of talk about some of the main points of the syllabus when we get to that point. You'll submit your writing sample next Sunday, introduce yourself next Sunday. And then next week, starting off the videos that we'll start right off with on Tuesday next week, we'll start talking about rhetoric. We'll talk about the writing process, and we'll talk about Project One specifically. So the purpose of these overviews is just kind of reminders, like here's the things that we're going to be talking about. Here are the things to really kind of be taking note of. So watch the welcome video. Hopefully you've done that right. Of course, introduction is kind of the same video about rhetoric and Project One. And of course, obviously watch this video. And then read in our Grizz Writes text, chapters 1, 2, 3, and 7. And then we'll also be, please read over the research proposal. Read over the link that you have in our week 1 module on Moodle. There's a link there to a short article called About Rhetoric. And then there's a I don't know why it's called book, but there's a short book, as Moodle calls it, on the writing process. That's not very long either. And so, of course, obviously our assignments due, and several of them will be, it takes us into next week, really, is to think about introducing yourself, right? For the, I should say weeks 1 and 2, submit your writing sample, and then start the kind of brainstorming, like what are some topics that you would want to share that you'd be interested in for Project One. Of course, that'll make more sense once you read Project One, the collaborative research proposal, and then we'll group together, as they say. So let's go back here. I want to kind of point out 1 or 2 quick things for you, just more by way of reference, if that makes sense. So when I talk about a module, this is the weeks 1 and 2 module. So everything that kind of comes underneath this heading, and everything that's kind of the contents, if you will, of everything inside here that's a module page, and that's what we're going to call a module page, right? So then we go to here's weeks 3 module page, right? And this is the top of our Moodle page completely. So that's where the welcome video is, of course, and all of our project assignment sheets. Okay, you got to keep this under 5 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. So here's everything that you need to kind of be thinking about. But like I said, you've got till next week. So I hope you have enjoy your nice long weekend. You can don't worry about posting anything this weekend if you don't want to. If you want to get it done out of the way, then by all means, feel free to. Everything's up and running, but take your time. All right, guys. Nice seeing you again. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and stay awesome. Bye.